Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another one. Hope all is well. On this video, I want to go over the Colorado projected starters on defense for the 2024 season. I'm just looking at this website here, and I'm going to compare what they have to what I think, even though it's still kind of early. It's still kind of early to project it, but we do have some obvious ones like Travis and Shiloh, but let's look at this. But anyway, welcome to the video. If you're watching, please don't forget to hit that like button for me. Please give us a like. That'll be greatly appreciated. And also subscribe if you haven't done so already. All of that'll be greatly appreciated. So let's look at the projected starters that they have on this website. And then I'm going to go from there. So it says projecting Colorado's 2024 starters on defense. And so it says here at the edge position, they have BJ Green. What do you guys think about BJ Green? He's 6'1", 270 pounds. He's a senior, the number 7 defensive lineman in the portal. That's impressive. The number 7 defensive lineman in the portal. Oh, what happened here? Ooh, give me a second. Okay. I don't know why I keep crashing. The number 7 defensive lineman in the portal. The number 65 transfer overall is Colorado's latest addition to committing to the Buffs on January 29th. After 3 seasons at Arizona State, the former walk-on, who was coached as a youth in Atlanta by Deion Sanders, Green set a career high in tackles of 39. And let me see, what did it say here? Green set a high in tackles, 39 tackles for a loss, 11 and a half sacks, and 6 in 2023. He had 83.4 pass rush grade. And his number 14 quarterback, he's number 14 in quarterback hits last season. So he's pretty solid. He's a pretty solid pickup for the Buffs. And like they said, he has a connection with Coach Prime since he was young. And we know he did get to Shador in that game. He sacked him. So let me know what you think about BJ Green. Now it says in the depth department, they got Keaton Wade. I thought he was a linebacker, but I don't know why they have him at edge. I think he can play either or. So it says depth here, Keaton Wade. He's a junior, another transfer from Kentucky, who improves his talent level of the Buffs defensive front. The 6'4", 245-pound linebacker played in 25 games over the last 2 seasons with the Wildcats, compiling 51 tackles, 2.5 sacks over that span. Then they also have Arden Walker. He's a senior, returns after appearing in 12 games for the Buffs last season, playing in 200 defensive snaps. He's 6'2", 250-pound edge. Finished the 2023 campaign with 12 tackles, a sack, and a forced fumble. All right, so the projected starter at defensive tackle. This is what I agree with here. Chidozie, Nwankwo. We just call him Chidozie. He's 5'11", 290 pounds. Now, Nwankwo is exactly the type of interior defender Colorado needed last season, nicknamed the Block Bully, for his ability to shed blocks at the line of scrimmage. Nwankwo played in 40 games, 33 starts. That's impressive for Houston over the last 4 seasons, racking up 94 tackles, 13 tackles for a loss, 5 sacks during that span. He'll be an instant impact for the Buffs. I think so. In this situation, I agree with Chidozie. I think Chidozie is going to be one of those game-changing players that we needed from last year. We didn't have him last year, but being that we have him this year is a plus. And I do think that he is going to start for that defense. In the depth department, they got Anquin Barnes. He's a junior. He committed to Colorado on December 17th. A 3-year with Nick Saban at Alabama. 6'5", 315-pound defensive tackle. who had offers for Auburn, Florida, and other SEC schools. And they also have Shane Coates, who wore an L on his jersey last season, designating him the team leader. He played in all 12 games with the Buffs, totaling 29 tackles. Now, Shane Coates, I think he played out of position last year. That's just my opinion. He played nose tackle. I think he would be better suited, be honest, in the interior, maybe alongside of Dozie on the Chidozie on the left side. So I think he's going to see that field quite a bit this year. Another defensive tackle is on Torian Carter, 6'3", 303 pounds. I think they have him as a projected starter. Yeah, Torian Carter. What do you guys think about him? I don't know enough about him though. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research. I'm gonna make it's gonna be a part 1, 2, and 3 of these videos. Carter, because I still have to do a lot more research. A lot of these players I do know about. I'm pretty much well abreast to all these players already. So let's see, we went Chidozie and Quinn. So Torian Carter, 6'3", 303 pounds. Carter is another experienced interior lineman with 33 games under his belt. He comes from the SEC, Arkansas transfer, who has 60 tackles, 2.5 sacks in his college career. Played in all 12 games for the Razorbacks in 2023, so he has some experience there. Racking up 25 tackles, 3.5 for a loss, 1.5 sacks, and 2 quarterback hurries. He's going to see that field, man. I think so. Sorry about this. I keep this page is horrible that I'm looking at. Depth, they got Amari McNeil. He started 4 games in Colorado last season. He played in all 12 games. A 6'4", 295 defensive lineman. It's a big guy. Finished the 2023 campaign with 31 tackles, 7 for a loss, 3 sacks, and 1 forced fumble. I honestly think Amari McNeil, and they got Chaz Wallace listed next in that depth department. I think they're going to see the field, man. I think he's getting better year by year, and I think he's going to see some playing time this year. And I believe he has 1 or 2 years left of eligibility, Amari McNeil. Chaz Wallace, he's a senior. He definitely going to see that field, man. Chaz Wallace. He earned a start with they have him in the depth department, but I think he's going to see that field. He earned a start in the Buffalo's final 4 games in 2023 and posted a career high of 5 tackles against Utah in the season finale. The 6'2", 295-pound defensive lineman, total 11 tackles, 1.5 sacks on the year. Now the edge. The other starter on the other side, they have Samuel Okunlola, 6'4", 245-pound sophomore, the number 5 defensive lineman in the portal. Yeah, I think he's going to see some time. I think he's going to start. Samuel Okunlola, number 5 defensive lineman in the portal, number 45 transfer overall. He could improve to be Colorado's most impactful transfer addition. I agree with that. A supremely skilled pass rusher, Okunlola led Pitt in sacks with 5 last season as a redshirt freshman and still has 3 years of eligibility remaining. So we got him for quite a bit of time here. In the depth department, they got Quincy Wiggins. He's a sophomore. He was the number 6 defensive lineman in the portal. Well, he was the number 6 defensive lineman in the portal, number 52 transfer overall. After 2 seasons at LSU, the 6'5", 265-pound defensive end played in 9 games for the Tigers during that span, registering 7 total tackles, 1 for a loss. A pair of true freshmen, Brandon Davis Swain and Eric Brantley. These are the other ones they have in the depth department. Now, some people seem to think that Brandon Davis Swain might start, but we're going to see. That's why I still think it's a little premature, but let's just look at this as early thoughts. Because remember, we still got to go through the summer sessions and also leading up to training camp. I think by training camp, we'll have an idea, even though we see just glimpses of the practices. But I think, they drop little nuggets here and there in these videos. But I don't think they're going to give that away. But I think I'll get more of a feel for it by training camp. So they got Brandon Davis Swain and Eric Brantley. Reigning Georgia 7A Defensive Player of the Year, could also challenge for playing time right away. Linebacker. Okay, got to refresh this again. Okay, let me go up for a second. Linebacker. They have Bentley. That's where I left off. Yeah, Levanta Bentley. They have him as one of the starting linebackers. What do you guys think about that? I agree with that. I think so. He's the elder statesman. He has experience, and he's only going to get stronger. I think he learned from last year, but we'll see. Levanta Bentley, 6 foot, 230-pound senior. Bentley started the final 6 games of the 2023 campaign for the Buffs and was the team's second leading tackler, 68 total and 40 solo. Shiloh was the number 1 leading. The former Clemson standout set his career high with tackles for a loss, 9.5 sacks, 5 tied for the team. Yeah, 5 tied for the team, and pass breakups of 2. He'll be counted on as the anchor in the Colorado's defense. In the depth department, we had Trevor Woods. As we know, he was a safety, but he converted to linebacker last year. So they have him in the depth department in linebacker. He's a senior, started 4 games at inside linebacker for the Buffs in the 2023 season, also converting from safety, like I said before, including a loss to UCLA where he totaled a career high 12 tackles. The 6'2", 205-pound was a third on the team with 56 total tackles. Yeah, he's gonna see the field, man. I think so. He was third on the team in tackles last year. He might not start, but he'll get some playing time. That's what I mean. Also, at linebacker, the other linebacker, they have Jalen Wester, 6 foot, 200-pound junior. Wester may be a bit undersized for linebacker, but that didn't prevent him from being an excellent run stopper at FAU. The younger brother of new Colorado wide receiver LeJohntay Wester. Okay, yeah, that's right. They had 3 or 4 sets of brothers now. Jalen had 94.2 run defense grade in 2023. According to PFF, he racked up 116 total tackles, 12 for a loss, 2 sacks. Yeah, that's going to be good. They have some depth here. And I think they're going to add more people, man. We're going to see. We got to wait till the spring. And I think more people are coming. So we'll see. Demoy Kennedy. I like Demoy Kennedy. He's a senior. He appeared in 10 games for the Buffs in 2023, registering 13 tackles, 2.5 for a loss. The 6'3", 215-pound Alabama transfer was a key special teams contributor in Tuscaloosa, where he played in 24 career games across 3 seasons with the Crimson Tide. All right, watch this, guys. And cornerback, they're projecting Cormani McClain to be a starter. Okay, Cormani McClain to be a starter. He's 6'2", 170 pounds. I actually think he grew. I think he's closer to 6'3". He's a sophomore. McClain is one of the Buffs 5-star talents on defense after he was ranked as the number 1 cornerback in the class of 2023. He had an up and down freshman campaign, playing in 9 games, 4 starts, and recording 13 tackles to go along with 2 pass breakups. If McClain can blossom into a shutdown corner that he's shown flashes of becoming, and this is, I got to go. I'm on my iPad here, and this thing keeps refreshing, and I got to start all over again. Let's see. Let's get to Cormani. Let's go back to Cormani. All right. He played in all, it says here, oh no, that's DJ McKinney. Hold on. Des Moines. Okay, Kermani. Kermani is one of the buzz. Yeah, I already said that. He had, well, all right, I had an up and down season. We already said that. He played in 9 games, 4 starts, and recording 13 tackles to go along with 2 pass breakups. If McLean can blossom into a shutdown corner, as he's shown flashes of becoming, Colorado might have the best cornerback duo in the nation. I agree with that. And I think he is budding into what we think he's going to be, what I know he's going to be. He looks really fit this year. I don't think he had an off season. He was working out. I could tell he put some work in. You know how they say you got to put the work in like nobody's around? Well, he is actually, you could tell he's putting in that work. So, yeah, you could tell he's putting in that work. So, yeah, I agree with him getting there. We're going to see, though. We're going to see. In the depth, they got DJ McKinney. He's a sophomore. Will have no problem stepping in at corner if McLean needs time to develop. The 6'2", 190-pound Oklahoma State transfer played in all 14 games for the Cowboys in 2023. There's going to be some battles there because also they got Cooper. And I know Trevor is starting. Trevor is starting on the other, excuse me, not Travis. I keep saying Trevor. Travis is starting on the other side. So let's see here. So DJ McKinney, 6'2", 190-pound Oklahoma State transfer, played in all 14 games for the Cowboys in 2023, totaling 5 pass breakups, 38 tackles, including a career high 7 in the Big-12 championship game against Texas. So there's going to be a little bit of battle there, but we're definitely going to see. Now at safety, they got Cameron Silman-Craig. What do you guys think about that? I like Cameron Silman-Craig. He's not afraid to tackle. He's not afraid to go get it. And like Coach Prime said, he's a dog. And, transferred from Jackson State. He knows Prime very well. And Prime know what he can do. And he puts that work in. He's one of those blue-collar type of players. He doesn't mind putting in the work. So Cameron Silman-Craig, 5'10", 185-pound senior. I wonder if he has one more year. But Silman-Craig is another relatively undersized defender who plays much bigger than his listed measurables. The versatile safety started 10 games for Colorado in 2023, playing in 673 defensive snaps. Silman-Craig is tied for the team lead in interceptions. Racked up 44 tackles, 32 solo, 2 for a loss to go along with a sack. That's very impressive, man. Silman-Craig is going to be out there battling for that position now. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I like Silman-Craig. And we also have Miles Slusher. We also have Miles Slusher. He's a senior, started the season. He came from the SEC. From the season opener, he started in the season opener, win against TCU, but saw action in just 3 more games. The 6', 195-pound safety recorded 17 tackles, 1.5 for a loss, a sack, and 2 pass breakups for the Buffs in 2023. And also he got injured. The other safety, Shiloh Sanders, they got him projected to be a starter. We know it's the coach's son, 6', 195 pounds. This is his last go at it. Sanders started in 11 games and played in the last season, he didn't play in the last. Hold on a second. Sanders started in 11 games and he played in the last season, missed 1 due to injury. That's right. And became just the 9th defensive back in the program history to lead the team in tackles with 70. He's a dog, man. He returned his lone interception on the year for an 80-yard touchdown versus Colorado State. Shiloh knows how to be in the right place at the right time. So definitely don't have no problems there. In the depth department, which is going to be the future here, Jaden Milliner-Jones, okay? And he played at IMG. And he looks bigger. He's getting more fit. I think he's going to be the future for Colorado in that position, Jaden Milliner-Jones. He appeared in all 12 games for the Buffaloes in 2023. One start versus Washington State as a true freshman and showed promise. 5'11", 195-pound safety, accounted for 25 tackles, 19 solo, 3 pass breakups. Yeah, he's the future, man. Good in the depth department. Of course, we got Travis Hunter as a starter. Need I say more about Travis? This should be his last year. He's a consensus All-American. Hunter is the only FBS player in at least the last 20 seasons to record 100 yards receiving and an interception in the same game. It's TCU. The 2023 Paul Hornung Award winner, given to college football most versatile player, should be afforded the opportunity to dominate exclusively at cornerback in large stretches with a heavy talent rotation in the wide receiver room. So, yeah, I think he's going to get a lot more time at the defensive back position to prepare for the NFL. And we're going to see him a little bit at wide receiver, at decoy. But Shedeur he's going to throw it to him if he's out there. But he's also going to be like a decoy as well. They got Omarion Cooper in the depth department. I honestly think Omarion Cooper could step up in that starting position. I know they said Kermani, and I like Kermani, but Omarion Cooper ain't nothing to sleep on. So look out for him. Then you got Carter Stoutmire. He's also in the depth department as well. Okay, I gotta refresh this again before this battery goes dead. All right, let's look here at the nickel. I had to refresh it again, folks. Kermani, safety, we went there already. We already said Jaden, Travis. All right, so the nickel back, they got Preston Hodge, 6 foot, 195 pounds. Yeah, I could see Preston Hodge, and I could see a few other people too in that nickel back position. I know maybe Silman Craig or Miles Slusher as well. It's going to be a battle this season, man, in this defense. Hodge committed to Colorado on December 16th after 2 seasons at Liberty, where he racked up 48 tackles, 8 pass breakups, and 2 interceptions. 1 pick six for the Flames in 2023. So he's a pretty he has an 88.8 pass coverage grade. Yeah, he might be he might be on that field, folks. In the depth, you got Herman Smith. He followed Deion Sanders to Colorado from Jackson State, and he spent the 2023 season at Idaho State. 6 foot, 200-pound defensive back, has experience at nickel, free safety, and strong safety. So he has he's very versatile. So he might see some field and key positions. So what do you guys think about this defense? I'll probably come back in video 3 or something like that with the I got to charge this thing up. I'll come back with the offense as well. But I'm reading this, and what I'm gathering from this is we have a really good team. We're adding depth. We have a nice combination of experience and young, which is important because you need the young people to develop. And that's what Coach Prime is doing. He's, how people say he got time to develop. That's what he's doing. He's developing. And he's developing the talent. So that's good. So he got that combination. And some of these young people could start, like Kermani could start. By Kermani's junior season, he is him. He's nobody's taking his position. He damn near could start this year. He's putting that work in. Kermani is putting that work in. So shout out to Kermani. He's putting that work in. I like what I see from all of them, and they working hard in practice, as you can see. And that's really all you can ask for in season 2. Like Coach Prime said, this year is the expectations. What are our expectations this year? What are we going to do? Year 1 is like he took over the takeover year, the foundational year. And that said, each year is going to each year is going to build upon the last year, and that's what we're going to see this year. But anyway, I thank you guys for watching. Please give us a like if you're listening. That'll be greatly appreciated. When this video comes out, I'll probably be listening for work because this will be premiered, and I'll probably be in the chat with you guys at work. So I'm pretty sure that's how it's going to go down tomorrow. But I think actually I'll make this live, but I'll be in the chat. We be interacting together. But again, if you're listening, please give us a like. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. I appreciate all of the interaction that I'm getting. We have a really nice community, especially in the live chats and in the chat as well. And I appreciate that. Because we come together. This is a healthy distraction from what's going on in the rest of the world. And it's nice to come and talk about football and the latest happenings with Colorado. And so, yeah, I enjoy the conversations and also enjoy the panelists. Thomas come on quite regularly. Big Worm comes on. TB comes on every now and then. He has his own channel now. Sam comes on. She's a regular. And she has her own channel now. She was grinding, man. Last night she was putting together some content and different things like that. So, and I appreciate everybody that comes in on the live chat to have a discussion. So, yeah, man, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. All right, y'all.